Deep within the mist-shrouded mountains of central China lives a primate unlike any other. Imagine a face with virtually no nose, bright blue skin around the eyes, and a body covered in a magnificent cloak of golden fur. This is the golden snub-nosed monkey. It is a creature perfectly adapted to an environment that would challenge most primates. This monkey is found only in a small, temperate zone. It navigates forests often dusted with snow, showing remarkable resilience in the face of cold. Adult males are particularly striking. They reach impressive sizes, weighing around 16 kilograms and standing up to 68 centimeters tall. Their backs and shoulders, often called a cape, are covered in very long, shimmering golden guard hairs that catch the light. A medium brown crest sits atop their heads with upright hairs. These hairs are used by researchers for identification. When they open their mouths, you might glimpse surprisingly long canines, a testament to their strength. Females are considerably smaller. They are roughly half the size of adult males, weighing about 9 kilograms. They also possess golden guard hairs, but they are shorter and less dense. Identifying them often involves noting their size, the microbanding on their brown crests, and for mothers, the visible breasts and nipples. Younger monkeys transform as they age. Infants are born a dark to light gray, turning light brownish gray within a couple of months. Juveniles up to 3 years old sport light brown hair, gradually transitioning to a reddish gold. However, they lack the distinctive golden cape and crest of the adults. Youngsters are often seen playing together or clinging tightly to their mothers. Their home is a specific, challenging landscape, temperate mountainous forests across 4 provinces in China. These are Sichuan, Gansu, Shaanxi, and Hubei. It is a world far removed from the tropical jungles we often associate with primates. Here, the monkeys navigate altitudes ranging from 1,500 all the way up to a staggering 3,400 meters above sea level. The vegetation shifts dramatically with height. It goes from deciduous forests at lower elevations to mixed coniferous and broadleaf, eventually giving way to pure coniferous forests at the highest reaches. Surviving at these elevations means facing cold. The golden snub-nosed monkey endures average annual temperatures around 6 degrees Celsius, dropping below -8 degrees in January. This makes them more tolerant of cold than any other non-human primate known. Snow is a frequent part of their year. They have adapted behaviors to cope, which we will explore later. The monkeys do not stay in one place. Their home range shifts throughout the year, dictated by where food is available. This seasonal migration can see them covering surprisingly vast territories. One documented home range stretched across 40 square kilometers. This is a significant area for a primate and a clear indicator of how much ground they need to cover to find sustenance in their environment. The social life of these monkeys is remarkably complex, structured in what scientists call a multi-tier society. While you might see aggregations of up to 600 individuals foraging together, the fundamental building block of their community is a much smaller unit. Think of it like nested social groups, each playing a specific role within the larger community. The core social unit is the one male unit, or OMU. This typically consists of a single adult male, several adult females, and their offspring. This setup forms the harem structure, often seen in polygynous species. These OMUs are cohesive. Members stay close, and interactions between different units sometimes lead to tension or confrontation. But not all males live in OMUs. There are also all-male units, or AMUs. These are groups made up of bachelor males. They often include younger males who have left their birth OMU, as well as older males who may have lost their position as the resident male in an OMU. AMU members maintain a dominance hierarchy among themselves. Some males also live solitary lives. They often shadow the larger groups, perhaps waiting for an opportunity to challenge for leadership of an OMU. Within the larger aggregations, individual OMUs tend to stick together. While they forage and travel in proximity, members of different OMUs do not mingle extensively. However, when a threat arises, the collective instinct kicks in. If predators approach, the entire group reacts. Adults coordinate defense while ensuring the safety of the youngest members. In species where one male controls access to multiple females, male competition for mates is expected. But here, something interesting happens among the females. Despite living in a harem with a single resident male, females engage in significant sexual competition, particularly during the mating season. This is unusual and hints at a deeper strategy at play. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of their social behavior relates to reproduction. Unlike many harem-dwelling primates, where a new dominant male might kill infants fathered by his predecessor, Infanticide seems to be largely avoided in golden snub-nosed monkeys. Research suggests females deliberately mate with multiple males, including those from outside their OMU. This paternity confusion means any potential new alpha male cannot be certain which infants are his own. This dramatically reduces the risk of him harming them. This complex strategy increases the female's reproductive success and improves infant survival rates. Raising the young is not solely the mother's job. Females often receive help from others in the group. This behavior is known as alloparenting. When danger looms, such as an attack by a northern goshawk or a dhole, the adults quickly move the young to the center of the group, forming a protective barrier. This collective vigilance and care significantly enhance the survival chances of the vulnerable offspring. When night falls, especially during the cold winter months, staying warm is crucial. Golden snub-nosed monkeys form sleeping clusters. They prefer the lower branches of trees, avoiding the windier canopy tops. These clusters are larger at night than during the day. The most common groups found huddling together are adult females and their young, followed by groups of adult females. Adult males often sleep alone, perhaps remaining on alert for predators. Their diet adapts dramatically to the seasons, reflecting the availability of food in their challenging environment. While they are primarily herbivores, what they eat changes throughout the year. From November to April, they heavily rely on lichens. As spring arrives, young leaves become more important. Summer sees a shift towards fruits, seeds, buds, and more leaves. The diet becomes a mix of frugivory, folivory, and lichen eating, before returning to primarily lichens in the fall and winter. Lichens are a particularly important food source, especially when other foods are scarce. These patchy, sometimes colorful growths found on trees make up the largest portion of their diet for half the year. Interestingly, their preferred lichen species often grow abundantly on dead trees. This reliance on a specific food source, tied to a particular type of habitat feature, makes them vulnerable. Despite their group defenses and vigilance, golden snub-nosed monkeys face a number of natural predators in their mountainous home. Mammalian threats include dholes, wolves, Asiatic golden cats, and leopards. Birds of prey also pose a danger, with the golden eagle and the northern goshawk known to target them. They particularly target the younger, more vulnerable individuals. Unfortunately, this remarkable primate is listed as endangered by the IUCN. Estimates place the total population between 8,000 and 15,000 individuals, across all subspecies. While local populations in some reserves have seen increases, the overall status remains precarious. Their conservation is a major concern. The primary threat they face is habitat loss. The logging of trees, particularly the dead ones crucial for lichen growth, directly impacts their food supply and reduces the quality of their habitat. Because they are selective feeders, this damage has a profound effect on their ability to survive and thrive. Thankfully, efforts are underway to protect them. The golden snub-nosed monkey inhabits several protected areas and nature reserves in China, providing some refuge. They are also listed on Appendix 1 of CITES, which prohibits international trade. Awareness and conservation programs are vital to ensuring the survival of this golden-furred beauty for generations to come. Outside of mainland China, a few zoos in Hong Kong, Japan, and South Korea currently house these monkeys. This offers opportunities for research and public awareness. Recently, a zoo in France also welcomed a group, becoming the first outside Asia to do so. These captive populations, while small, play a role in conservation efforts and increasing global knowledge about this unique primate.